How did I choose the Froyo players? That's a good question. So, the way the Froyo roster came together was last season, my team was falling apart. Everybody wanted to take a break. They were just unhappy with the way the season ended. You know, we had some major success with I-55 and stuff, but when it came to the ESEA season, things just weren't looking the same. You know, we were struggling. We lost a few matches. Whatever. We got 3rd place. So as a result of that, everyone opted to take a little bit of time off. I don't take time off from TF2, so I wanted to keep playing. So I was set with the task of building a new team, or joining a new team, or whatever. I had a lot of roster spots to fill, so most likely it was going to be me joining a pre-existing roster, because the people that I would want just were not available. Like, to build like the best team ever, you would have to like tear every other team apart, you know what I mean? And that wasn't gonna happen, and I didn't want to do that. I was interested in playing on a team with people that wanted to play, people that wanted to practice, people that had the drive to win. So
I don't know if he's already in one though.
No, he's not. He's MGing and answering questions.
oh shit, I need to add.
X1 literally just started.
Oh, did I miss it? Oh no, I think I'm here.
I feel like you did miss it.
There's one captain though.
For sure. Oh, I guess he uncaptained at the last second. So it was like counting down.
Ooh, I'm in. All right. Sorry, got interrupted there. So yeah, the whole way the team ended kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. You know, to like people that didn't want to practice, people that just had that mentality where they thought they were the best. They thought that they just would get free wins because they used to win, you know? So I was kind of over that whole thing. I wanted to play with people that were going to practice a lot. The whole roster that I have now started with a core of players that were already playing together, which was Corsa, Paddie, Muma, and Freestate. Those guys were already playing together in the preseason under the name Strawberry Mangoes. And 3 of them had also played together the season before. They struggled, but they had like personality and roster issues. They didn't have any like, I don't know, they just lack leadership, man. I always come back to it. I say like those kinds of teams, like they may have talented players, but without strong like leadership and direction and like, you know, just some sort of experience brought to the table, it takes a long time for players like that to really shine. And I've always thought that that was kind of the thing that I really brought to the table, was just the experience that I have and, you know, my leadership, whatever that may be, or, you know, just the way that I play the game for the team. So I ended up playing a lot of trials with them, like tryouts, and I was pretty happy with the results. Like, I was playing Pocket at the time, and we were doing pretty well. We got some nice results against, you know, every team. Ascent was the one I was most interested in because, you know, if they were the best team, I'd rather measure our success against them. So we had good results against them. The other tempting offer I had was to join TSU as demo man, but I felt like that would be more of the same of what I was dealing with before. You know, players that were just stuck in their ways, you know, that weren't going to improve, weren't really going to be, they weren't going to have the potential to get any better, to beat Ascent, or to be like a world champion team or whatever. I like building teams with underdogs. It's something I've done in the past. So season 13 is like the perfect example. Season 15, you know, similar. So that's how I've always done it, or I've always been open to doing it. I've always been happy to do that, you know. So I ended up joining the team. We had actually Seymour was playing with us for a while. He opted to to leave. He didn't want to play. We tried out a few people. We ended up playing with Decimate. Decimate was on the team. He was the other scout. But then we did practice for a few weeks together, and then I decided that, or I noticed that something just didn't feel right, I guess. And I ended up switching back to Scout with Paddie on Pocket. My favorite thing about Paddie on Pocket and me on Scout is that he's a very vocal player. He's like a decisive caller, and him and we can work off each other really well. It's very similar to the dynamic I had with Lansky. So that's like, it was bringing back all these good memories of having like a very coordinated team with a Pocket and a Pocket Scout. And that's something I didn't have for a while. You know, after Lansky left, playing with Ash and all that, it's a different dynamic on that era of Froyotech. And then fast forwarding, I guess we put free. Oh yeah, we put free onto Medic because of us picking up Decimate. Decimate being a good scout. Free wanted to take the challenge of playing Medic. He's a skilled player. He's very open to criticism, and he's honestly very dedicated. Like almost every week before we scrim, like he's telling us about demos that he watched and things that he noticed, and everyone's just very open-minded. Like we're all able to bounce ideas off each other, and it's really nice. We're all able to like listen and take criticism. What ended up happening though was Decimate had life issues come up, so in a bit of a desperate move, I asked a lot of, either teamless or inactive players that I liked playing with, specifically old Froyotech players, because maybe there was some chance in hell that one of them would come back to fill up our last roster spot, because our team was doing so well, and then we lost a player. And Clockwork, who was backing up at the time for TSU, was the only one who wanted to play or was willing to play, so we got him in, and things have been going pretty well ever since. Clockwork, by far the best scout you could possibly pick up, so very grateful to him for joining and for playing with us this season. And that's basically the story of where we are now. And whether things change in the future, we'll see, but I think we're all pretty happy with how things have been going, and all just eager to improve and keep playing, so it's nice. So yeah, that's it.